one thing that I've learned on YouTube over the years is that you're either damned if you do, damned if you don't. So there's some people right now upset at me, some Britney Spears fans as well, upset at me about the title of my last video. The title basically is Britney Spears, paralyzed by nerve damage, can no longer walk. Now, some people are accusing me of clickbaiting with that title. But all I did was take Britney Spears' claims. I took Britney Spears' direct claims from a social media post that she posted earlier today. I took those claims and I shaped them into a video title. Now, the same people who might be upset at me about the title of this video would have been just as upset if I titled my video something like this. Britney Spears lies again like always. Fakes paralysis, fakes permanent nerve damage to get sympathy from her brain-dead fan base. Now, if I said something like that, I would be accused of being a monster. I would be accused of being insensitive and every name in the book. But one thing that I do, I play chess, not checkers. I'm always thinking a few steps ahead. So we know, anyone with common sense knows that Britney's lying, obviously, about being paralyzed with permanent nerve damage. She can't walk. She has to crawl to her door. Anyone with common sense knows that's a lie. But her fan base, her Yas Queen fans, they refuse to acknowledge that Britney lies all the time. They refuse to acknowledge that she over-exaggerates a lot of the details about the bad things that have happened in her life. So when Britney Spears fans accuse me of clickbaiting or lying in my video title, what else are they also doing? They're also acknowledging that Britney Spears is lying. These people, for the life of them, they will not ever admit that Britney is lying or capable of not telling the truth. Now, we got paparazzi photos of her out with her toilet cleaner kicking in the windshield. She's just twirling in circles the other day. She'll be twirling in circles again before you know it. But her fan base will refuse to acknowledge that she's lying about having nerve damage or being paralyzed. So when they get mad at me for my video title, that's them acknowledging that they know Britney's lying. They won't directly say that Britney's lying, but they'll say I'm lying or I'm clickbaiting by basically just quoting Britney Spears herself. Now, I know that some of you all are new to this channel or you're new to these Britney videos. Listen, if you haven't been here from the beginning of my coverage of this story, you will never understand the journey that we've been through. You won't understand these videos fully, and that's okay. But I don't have time in every video to give people an entire backstory of what's been going on here because this has been transpiring for years now. But just to make a long story short, I have been in a long-standing battle with Britney Spears fans. We call them the Yas Queen fans. A lot of Britney Spears fans love me because they love that someone is calling out the truth about what's going on with her. But a lot of her more delusional fans, they absolutely hate me. And they have been harassing me for years. They've sent me death threats, countless death threats. Every day I'm waking up to some nonsense from these people. And it all started shortly after she got out of the conservatorship. She was displaying some really odd behavior, and I felt like she was dealing with mental health issues. So in the most polite way possible, I pointed out that I'm glad that Britney's free from the conservatorship, but I think she's dealing with some issues. And then people went absolutely nuts. So all I've been doing is matching that energy. I've been in a constant war and battle with these people, basically trying to prove to people that Britney Spears is not okay. That Britney Spears is, dealing with mental health issues. And that we shouldn't encourage or enable this behavior. So long story short, that's what's been going on, or that's what's been transpiring for the last couple of years now with this Britney nonsense. Now, I mentioned that Britney lies all the time. One thing I love doing in these videos is pointing out her lies, blatant, obvious lies, because I think it shows people the type of person that we're actually dealing with. Because if you haven't learned anything over the last couple of days after finding out that Britney lost this legal battle with her dad, the reality is a lot of the details you heard about Britney's conservatorship, they're not true. They're simply not true. A lot of the big, bad, dark, twisted stuff that you heard happened to Britney, those were just rumors spread on TikTok and spread by YouTubers who were trying to gain a fan base. Most of that stuff was heavily exaggerated or simply not true at all. I've debunked half of this stuff over the years, and there's still more to debunk. You know, like Britney being paralyzed. But Britney Spears is starting to spiral. Now that she lost this legal battle, she's starting to spiral, and she is pumping out the lies left and right on social media. Now, she obviously just lied about something that's a really big deal. And, you know, there's people out there really dealing with nerve damage. There's people that watch my channel who have kids that will never walk in their life. So I think they take it kind of seriously when Britney Spears is pretending to be a victim, pretending to be paralyzed and all of this stuff for what, a few minutes of social media attention, for a few minutes of victimhood and people feeling bad for her. So I think a lot of people will be disgusted by those claims and those lies. But she posted some other lies that aren't as serious, but I think it's important to point this stuff out so people understand what we're dealing with. We are dealing with a habitual liar that has fabricated many of the details that we've heard about her life, that constantly, no matter what, twist everything into her being a victim. But let's go ahead and dive into this social media post and let's find out, you know, what Britney's lying about now. So one thing that we have all learned about Britney over the past couple of years is that she's always claiming that this is the first time she's ever done this. This is the first time she's ever tried that. Not too long ago, she claims that this is my first time eating fast food. So me and my subscribers went, you know, through all of the photos of Britney throughout the years, and we found dozens upon dozens upon dozens of photos of her eating fast food at fast food restaurants. It's the little lies that stick out to me the most, because she lies about things that you don't need to lie about. And when someone does that, that's when you know they really have a problem. Everyone lies sometimes. Everyone twists stories sometimes. But Britney will lie about the littlest things. And all it ever takes is like 30-second Google search to prove that Britney is lying. And that's what we're about to do right here in this video. So get ready, folks. But anyways, Britney posted this photo. Now, mind you, this morning she's claiming she's paralyzed, but yesterday she was out having her first glass of wine ever. Here she says, eventually, you will come to understand that love heals everything, and that this is all there is. And real wine feels extremely nice as well. PSSSSSS, first time with real wine, Jesus effing Christ. So Britney's now made the claim that this is her first time drinking wine. I don't even feel the need to pull up the various photos and pictures and videos of Britney getting face drunk over the years, Britney sipping wine, Britney sipping champagne, you name it. Now, I'm not judging Britney for having a glass of wine. Sure, go have a glass of wine. Have two if you want. I don't give a damn. I want you all to understand that I'm not here to shame her. How dare you drink alcohol, Britney? I don't care about that, but why lie? She just constantly lies because she's crafted this weird false reality in her head to where her parents never let her do anything at all. Like, according to her, she's never eaten food in her life. She's never drank alcohol. She's never smoked cigarettes. She's never done any of this stuff, even though she does it on a daily basis, right? She'll claim that, oh, I wasn't allowed to go out with friends during the conservatorship. Hella photos of her out with friends. I wasn't allowed to drink coffee. Hella photos of her out drinking coffee. It's just constantly, just the lies pile up. And when you see someone that feels the need to lie about any and everything, what can you ever believe them about? So once I started exposing a lot of these little lies, that's when I started to realize, wait, all of this other stuff I've been fed is probably not true either. And upon doing research, most of it wasn't true. 95% of the stuff that we heard coming out of the Free Britney movement, during the conservatorship, 95% of that was totally fake, fabricated nonsense, proven nonsense. And that's probably one of the reasons why most of those figureheads no longer talk about Britney Spears, or they just disappeared off the internet altogether, wherever they are. I don't know. But she claims this is her first time drinking wine. So the internet starts calling this stuff out. Mind you, Britney has turned off the comments on her post because her comments went from all being positive and everyone encouraging her mentally ill behavior to people really getting worried and people calling this stuff out. So she turned her comments off, but obviously she's combing through the internet, reading what people have to say and watching videos. I don't know if she watches my videos. I don't know, but she's online somewhere looking at the reaction to her lies. So after she posted this lie about this being the first time she ever drank wine in her life, she had to update the world because she knew that she had been caught. So then she posts an updated post. It still has the same beginning of the caption about this being the first time she ever drank wine. But then she goes, PSSSSSS. For those saying I'm lying about the first bottle of real wine, I'm not. Let's pause right there. How would she know that people are saying that she's lying? Her comments aren't on her post. So that means that even though she turned the comments off on her Instagram, she is scouring the internet, trying to find what people have to say. I wouldn't be surprised if she watches my videos. I'm almost certain that she's looking at some of these Instagram accounts and stuff that discuss her. There used to be an awesome page called Britney's Deleted Post. I don't know what happened to that page. I know there's one called Discussing Britney now. I recently found that one. I think that's a good page. And KL Cool, where the hell is my friend from down under? I'm going to need you to return, okay? We need you out here talking about this. But Britney's obviously looking at what people are saying online. So why turn the comments off if you're going to do that? But let's go forward. For those saying I'm lying about the first bottle of real wine, I'm not. I've been drinking $6.99 wine bottles of wine. $300 is a huge, huge difference. I don't know why I'm even explaining myself. I'm a grown-ass woman. It's actually incredibly cruel and sad my family took away from me the good stuff for far too long. The kind that heals the soul. It's honestly a shame, and it's actually a huge deal, y'all. It's only been 2 years since the conservatorship has been over. In real respective... I'm sorry, I don't know what she's saying. In real respective of what I've been through, that's honestly not a lot of time at all. I take each day at a time, healing myself slowly. So I can read, I can assure you, sometimes I have a hard time reading in these videos, but when it comes to Britney, she kind of misspells things and it really makes it hard to understand what in the hell is going on. But now, not only is Britney so-called paralyzed, her family made her drink $6.99 wine. Everyone feel bad for her. Who cares if you're suffering? Who cares about the kids being bombed overseas? Who cares about anything? Britney was forced to drink $6.99 wine. So we know that she lied when she claimed this is her first time drinking wine. Now she's trying to correct those lies. She's trying to do damage control, but it's not working because when you lie as much as Britney, you have to tell more lies to cover up the other lies. So let's take a look at that $300 bottle of wine that Britney is loving right now. It would be a real shame if, we had Google. Oh boy. If Britney only knew, if we had the power of the internet at our fingertips, we would be able to expose all of her lies. Too bad that's impossible. Wait, I got Google. I have an iPad right here. You have a phone. Let's look up this bottle of wine. Norton Reserva Malbec 2019, a $300 bottle of wine. Let's look. Oh, whoa. Folks, something isn't right. Either Britney Spears is living in an alternate dimension, or once again, she is lying out of her arse. Because I'm looking up this bottle of wine. Oh, $14.99? $17.99? This bottle of wine is not even 20 freaking bucks. I'm not rich. Definitely nowhere, as financially stable as someone like Britney, even though she's losing money left and right. But even I drink a little bit better than this at times. So, first Britney lies and says, this is my first bottle of wine ever. Then she spins it, oh, this is my first good bottle of wine. My parents are so bad. My parents, I hate them. My freaking dad. My dad stopped me from drinking expensive wine. Turns out she's drinking a $17 bottle of wine. And I'm wondering, is this a lie? Or in her mind, maybe her assistant, and this is what I really think, y'all. Often Britney does stuff like this, and I look at it like either she's blatantly lying or she's being taken advantage of. Your assistant went down to the local supermarket and bought you a bottle of wine and told you that it was some expensive stuff. Oh, this is straight from freaking the grapevines of France. This has been aged for 400 years. Turns out it was gathering dust at the local Publix. I don't think they have Publix in LA though. I don't know what grocery stores they have out there. But out here, we love us some Publix. So they got her a cheap bottle of grocery store wine. I guess she's convinced that it's $300 expensive wine. Little does she know she's drinking the cheap shit still, just like her parents made her. But all in all, this is some nonsense. And her lying about wine, it's not a big deal. Just leave Britney alone. But it just goes to show that this woman is almost incapable of telling the truth. The details about the conservatorship, many of them were straight lies. The other details were over-exaggerated. A lot of the stuff that she had someone else write for her in her book, that stuff wasn't true. Half of the stuff about Justin Timberlake wasn't true. Other people already came out and exposed that. It's lie after lie after lie. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. And I'm just wondering, are we really going to be sitting here 10 years from now and people are still going to be following up with this nonsense? When are people going to have enough? And I always say, people aren't going to have enough until she's found in a bathtub. Because I honestly think that's what her fan base wants. Because over the past couple of days, as all of this stuff has been transpiring, I've been looking at their reaction. And it's not the reaction of people who actually care about Britney Spears. It's the reaction of people who want to see her spiral out of control once again like she did before the conservatorship. And that's really sad. But with all of that being said, let me know what you think down below. You don't have to lie like Britney. You can tell the truth about how you feel down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell. And I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.